cause she a killer, killer. Boom, boom, bang, bang, she a killer, killer.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, By Kay, the MUA, and I know it's been a minute. You know, I've been MIA, but I'll be coming back soon with some more entrepreneurship videos and college vlogs to update y'all. So let's get right into the tutorial. Okay, so to start off, I gave her a Stridex wipe for her to clean her face. I went in with some Pond's moisturizer as well as this Ruby Kisses hydrating primer. I don't think it was more than $6, honestly. So that's just giving me a great skin prep. And then I'm going in with a Ruby Kisses brow pencil. And I'm sweeping over her eyebrows with some setting powder. And I'm just filling in her arch. I start with the tail first, and then I fill in the front. You're probably thinking, Miss Girl, I cannot learn eyebrows from this one little segment. Go ahead and comment down in the comments below, and if you're interested, I will do a updated eyebrow routine on how to do eyebrows. I could do drugstore or I could do high-end, whatever you guys want. So using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I took a Morphe 410 brush and I basically used a straight edge to make a straight line on top of her eyebrow. It's very simple, honestly. Keeping a straight brush instead of a concealer brush makes it 10 times easier for you to carve out your brow. And then I just used the buffing brush in order to spread out the concealer so that it doesn't dry by the time I do my foundation. Okay, honey, so going straight into the foundation, I am using Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay. Sadly, the camera made it kind of orangey, but it looks perfect in person. So I'm going in with a foundation brush and I'm using tiny circular motions, but I'm patting in while I'm putting on the foundation. You do not want to smear anything because if you start to smear, you'll see the streaks in the foundation. I used my black opal contour stick to do the outsides of her face, the big three, and then I went on to use a little bit of the contour stick and some e.l.f. Camo Concealer to give her a nice nose contour. I want you guys to take note of the fact that I used a lighter shade for her nose contour, because if I were to use the shade that I used on the rest of her face, her nose would be way too dark for her skin complexion, and that's not okay. I'm just using a nice fluffy brush and I'm blending in the contour. I'm blending the contour down to her forehead, down towards her eyebrows. The last thing that you want to do, specifically if you have a client that has a frontal on, is blend her contour or her foundation into her hairline, because that will change the color of her edges and everything, and that's not what we want to do. Then I'm using my Morphe E62 brush and I'm going to use it to blend out my nose contour. I'm blending the contour outward towards like her ears, because if I were to blend it inward, you kind of don't leave much space for her nose to actually be contoured. And then right in the middle, because you can see I kind of went in a little too far, I used just a streak of e.l.f. Camo Concealer and it got rid of that little hump in the middle of her nose. Now, I actually use this concealer in my day-to-day makeup. It is the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, and I really love it. So basically, this kind of counteracts the warmth of her foundation. You can kind of see it is her shade, but I'm just warming up because she does like a bright under eye look. So I'm taking my hydrating concealer and I'm putting it under her nose, her mouth, and her chin. I put a little bit on her forehead as well, but not too much because we did already contour there. Taking a damp beauty blender and I am just blending out in a upper V from her lip, basically making a nice little plane for my contour and my blush to all have something to attach to. Then I go under her eyes and I try to use a small brush if I can't get all the way up under my client's eyes, and then I'm just going on her forehead as well. Going in, I'm using some Morphe setting powder, and you want to be very careful. This is the translucent shade, by the way, but you want to be very careful because it can get very chalky very quickly, but it works very well. I'm taking a little bit at a time, and I'm just blending in. I think I went in with like 4 different layers of the setting powder, but I used very little at each time, and I blended it in very well. And just be very cognitive of the fact that wherever you put that concealer at, you want to go ahead and put setting powder because you don't want it to crease. In the same setting powder, I'm going over her eyebrows, and then I'm also using a wedge in order to just detail her nose contour a little. So guys, I'm going in with my Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. I recommend that you get it online. I got my Warrior palette for about $8, whereas in store it is in Ulta, but it's probably like $20. So I'm using that warm brown shade from the palette, and I'm just going around and bronzing her face. And then I'm also going to take just a small clean eyeshadow brush and brush off the excess setting powder. As y'all can see, this blush really set her face in motion and honestly gave what it needed to give. I'm using the Muse palette. You can get it online, but I got mine from my beauty supply for no more than like $5. And this is the perfect palette for your face, honestly. I also blushed the top of her eyebrow and her nose bridge, and I'm about to show y'all the palette right now. And then I'm showing y'all that I am using these lighter brown shades for her like foundation powder, her pressed powder. And you can see she was really like excited because I was like, oh my gosh, this looks just like my my MAC pressed powder. So I was feeling some kind of way. And then I used the highlighter from the palette as well to do her nose highlight and her lip highlight. Put a little bit of highlight on her forehead, and I just like it because I know she told me she has a dry forehead, so she kind of like wants the shiny forehead look that a lot of us oily girls have. So we gave that, and then I just blended the leftover concealer that was on her eyelids to make sure there wasn't any creases before I started using shadow. Keeping it in the same family, I am using that Muse palette to set my transition brown. The same brush that I used for my nose contour, I'm taking that dark brown shade in the Muse palette, and I'm just going in to fill in her crease. And then I'm also using some e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is basically going to be my eyeshadow base. It's the fairest color they have, and I'm just going in and tapping that in basically in like a semi-cut crease. I didn't really cut her crease, so this is how we get the soft glam look. And then I'm also taking a tiny little buffing brush just to place my concealer in the shade that I want it to be in while it's still wet. Then I'm going to go back into the Muse palette once my concealer is dry, and I'm taking that highlight shade. I dropped the palette, so of course it fell out, and I'm just putting it right on top of my concealer, which is my eyeshadow base. And you see how it just gives me such a nice little foil shimmer, gives me holiday vibes. And then I'm using a brown from the Warrior palette again, and I'm just buffing that out on the outside of her eye. This is one of my most handy dandy tips. This is me taking a beauty blender with some setting powder on it, and I'm basically swiping away all of the fallout that I have. If you guys want a tutorial where I do eyes first and not face first, you know, a little bit more beginner friendly, just let me know. But then after I swipe everything off, I take my foundation brush and just set everything back in. Then I'm going to use this little essence pencil. I like to use brown when I'm doing soft glam. Sometimes black can be a little too harsh, and I'm gonna go under her waterline and then on her waterline and smudge it out with some brown eyeshadow. Whenever I do Betty's makeup, I always tell her she has the longest lashes I have ever seen. So I'm taking a tiny little point liner brush from Morphe, and I'm taking my mascara and I'm just going lash by lash individually. She has such long lashes that they look like individual lashes. So I'm going stroke by stroke, as you can see, and I'm filling in her lashes on the bottom, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the top. Using the same brush, I'm going to use some e.l.f. liner, and I'm going to line her lid. I don't want to use the liner that comes in the package, only because the line would definitely be too thick. So this is a small controlled line. So then I'm using some lashes from Amazon, and I'm just cutting them to fit her eye, and I'm putting some dual lash glue on them as well as on her lid. I like to use a dual method, and I let the lash glue on her lid sit for about 30 seconds, and I let my client leave their eyes open but looking down, and I put the lashes on. You can see lashes definitely make the look. And then I'm just taking a wet wipe and I'm wiping off her lips. This is a lip from just a beauty supply store, and I'm using a small smudger brush from Morphe in order to use her lips and do her lip liner. You want to be very cognitive of the fact that fall colors mean a little bit darker looks best. And then I'm just taking some pink matte from the beauty supply as well. I'm making her pop her lips. Then I'm using another light pink matte. I feel like lip combos are basically just what you come up with. It's never ever, for me at least, been the same for every one of my clients. And I'm going back in my Muse palette and I'm just buffing over her lip to give her a little bit of a lip shine. This is my favorite setting spray. It's from Maybelline. It's the Lasting Fix. I actually learned about it from Olivia's song, and I'm just going through. This is going to give me a matte finish on her face, and then I'm also going to use this gold like fairy dust setting spray, and it's just going to make her face look very, very shiny and very, very highlighted. Okay guys, so that's it for the video for the most part. You guys can go on my Instagram and find some more footage of this look. I took mad videos, like 30 minutes of just me sitting there taking videos. But if you have any other suggestions or anything that you would like to see on my channel, go ahead and comment them below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys, we're leaving. Ooh, isn't she so cute? Oh.